Hi everybody, I hope you're able to see me now. Hi. Sorry for the interruption. Hello. Sorry for the interruption. Please confirm if you can see me and hear me now. Is the voice not working still? Is the voice working now? Okay, great. Thank you, Nishad. So sorry. This is beyond our control. E plus R equals to O. Thank you for confirming, Vinaya. Yes, we'll just keep hoping and praying that the connection is... The child is exactly like a fresh computer that is delivered from the factory. Now the factory, the brand new computer has no programming at all. So the programmer is the one who programs the computer. अभी जिस क्वालिटी की प्रोग्रामिंग होगी उस क्वालिटी के रिजल्ट्स होंगे. अगर उसकी प्रोग्रामिंग अच्छी हो, but if the programming is not good, then the results will not be good, right? कंप्यूटर का कोई इशू नहीं था. कंप्यूटर तो एकदम परफेक्ट था. उसको हार्डवेयर टेस्टिंग हुआ, फैक्ट्री के अंदर पूरा उसका क्यूसी चेकिंग हुआ, क्वालिटी चेकिंग हुआ, उसके बाद डिलीवर हुआ, परफेक्ट था. लेकिन प्रोग्रामर ने उसको सही ढंग से प्रोग्राम नहीं किया, इसलिए रिजल्ट नहीं मिला. सो सेम वे द लिटिल बेबी इज अ परफेक्ट क्रिएशन ऑफ गॉड. इमेजिन दिस बेबी इज टेस्टेड इन द फैक्ट्री ऑफ गॉड, इन द मदर्स वूम. हु टेस्ट द बेबी? इट इज़ डायरेक्टली गॉड हु टेस्ट द बेबी. दैट मीन्स उसमें परफेक्शन ना होने का कोई सवाल ही नहीं उठता. द चाइल्ड इज एब्सोल्युटली परफेक्ट. देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन. देन व्हाट हैपेंड टू दिस चाइल्ड? हु प्रोग्राम्ड द बेबी? It was the parents, right? It was the parents first, then the siblings, then the teachers, then the environment. It was the religious leaders, the television, the social media. Everything that was around the baby programmed the baby, right? So एक छोटा बच्चा 3 तरीके से सीखता है. See, what we need to understand is the baby learns in 3 ways. One, what it hears, that is known as verbal conditioning. जो उसको सुनाई देता है, पेरेंट्स ने उसको जो बोला, लेकिन किसी और को बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन वो सुन रहे हैं. यू माइट बी इन द थर्ड रूम, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट समथिंग. वो बच्चा सुनता है तो वो भी प्रोग्राम हो जाता है. बच्चे ने जो देखा वो भी प्रोग्राम हो जाता है, मंकी सी मंकी डू. और बच्चे ने जो महसूस किया, फील किया, उसको वो भी प्रोग्राम हो जाता है. जैसे कि अगर घर में बहुत सारा टेंशन है तो बच्चे को वाइब्रेशन फील होती है, डर की वाइब्रेशन फील होती है. देखिए, इस तरह के सिचुएशन में डरना चाहिए, इस तरह के सिचुएशन में खुश होना चाहिए, इस तरह के सिचुएशन में ये करना चाहिए. सो दिस इज हाउ द बेबी गेट्स प्रोग्राम्ड. वन इज बाय वर्बल कंडीशनिंग, सेकंड इज बाय सीइंग, ओके, इज बाय मॉडलिंग, एंड थर्ड इज बाय स्पेसिफिक इंसिडेंसेस. लाइफ में जो इंसिडेंसेस होते हैं, उसके जो एक्सपीरियंसेस होते हैं, उसको वो फील होते हैं. तब वो छोटे से बच्चे को हमने जिस चीज़ के साथ एक्सपोज किया तो बच्चा उससे प्रोग्राम हो गया. अगर अब जनरली देखो 0 to 2 years, जब बच्चे का जन्म होता है से अप टू 2 years, ना तो वो स्कूल में जा रहा है. मतलब आजकल तो 1.5 साल के बच्चों को स्कूल में डाल देते हैं, बट पहले 1 साल, 1.5 साल, 2 साल जब बच्चे स्कूल में नहीं जाते तो उनको क्या मिलता है पेरेंट्स से? सबसे बड़ी चीज़ मिलती है उसको पेरेंट्स से. सबसे पहले उसको प्यार मिलता है. द चाइल्ड गेट्स लव. एंड द सेकेंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट द चाइल्ड एब्सोल्युटली वांट्स इज अटेंशन. सो द चाइल्ड गेट्स व्हाट इट वांट्स ड्यूरिंग दैट एज ऑफ 0 to 2 years. One is love and second is attention. And that is why you will see that babies who are in the range of 0 to 2 years are absolutely powerful. ना तो उसका किसी का शर्म है, ना किसी की चिंता है. It will ask for what it wants. अगर आप उसको कुछ खिलाएंगे और उसको टेस्ट अच्छा नहीं लगे तो थूक देगा उसको. The baby will always run towards what it likes. It will not stay in your hand. It will run towards what it likes. तो बच्चा बहुत क्लियर होता है उसको क्या चाहिए और एब्सोल्युटली पावरफुल. ना तो इसकी किसी की शर्म है, ना कोई चिंता है, ना उसको कोई टेंशन है कि कल क्या होने वाला है. दैट इज़ वाई यू सी 1 year old babies are absolutely powerful because they get what they want in that age. They get love and they get attention. और उस समय पेरेंट्स का कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं होता, इसलिए देर इज़ नो प्रेशर ऑन द बेबी टू परफॉर्म और डू समथिंग, और द बेबी इज़ नॉट बीइंग कंपेयर्ड, या तो उसको समझ में भी नहीं आता. टाइम व्हेन द बेबी इज एब्सोल्युटली पावरफुल. जनरली यू विल सी 1 to 2 year बेबीज, यू नो, आप उसको किसी सीरियस कॉन्फ्रेंस में लेके जाओ, वो तो ज़बरदस्त मस्ती करेगा, हंसेगा, दौड़ेगा इधर उधर. आप बोलोगे बेटा चुप रहो, इधर मत आवाज़ करो, लेकिन उसको कुछ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता बिकॉज द चाइल्ड इज़ एब्सोल्युटली पावरफुल. 100% एक्सप्रेशन. देखो एक छोटे से बच्चे को आप हवा में फेंको ऊपर, तो ऊपर जाके क्या करता है? हंसता है. ओके, लेकिन हमको अगर कोई फेंके तो तो हमको तो टेंशन हो जाएगा, भाई नीचे नेट वेट चेक करो. एक छोटा सा बच्चा सबको हंसा सकता है रूम के अंदर. यू नो, लिटिल बेबी वॉक्स बाय इन अ रूम, इट इज एबल टू लाइट अप द होल रूम, एवरीबडी स्माइलिंग इन द रूम. तो इस तरह का प्रोग्रामिंग था 0 to 2 years. उसके बाद कहाँ क्या हुआ? उसको स्कूल जाने का टाइम आया. अब जब स्कूल जाने का टाइम आया तो प्रेशर बिल्डअप हो गया. अभी आप सोचो, प्ले ग्रुप में भी प्रेशर होता है. प्रोजेक्ट्स करो, उसको सही ढंग से करो, मतलब जो सिखाया है उसको सही ढंग से सीखो, टेस्ट के लिए प्रिपेयर करो, वो सारी चीज़ें होती है. और उसमें बच्चे की कंपैरिजन होती है, कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे की ग्रेडिंग होती है. द चाइल्ड विच थॉट दैट इट वॉज एब्सोल्यूट is now starting to get graded. These are the intelligent children, these are the average children, and these are dumb. उसके ऊपर लेबल लग गया, ये तो डम्ब है, ये तो एवरेज है, ये तो इंटेलिजेंट है. Now imagine a little baby getting labeled that this child is not so good, this is weak, this is strong, all of that. So what happens is after 2 years when this baby starts going to school, there is all kinds of comparisons that are happening. यू नो, किसको कितने मार्क्स मिले, और बच्चा भी अपने आप को कंपेयर कर रहा है दूसरे के साथ में. एंड कहीं ना कहीं पे उसकी गलत प्रोग्रामिंग हो गई. समवेयर द बेबी स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग दैट आई एम नॉट एज गुड एज समबडी एल्स. नाउ इफ यू सी अ बेबी हु इज लाइक बिटवीन 0 to 2 years, हैव यू एवर सीन अ बेबी कंप्लेनिंग दैट आई डोंट लुक नाइस? कभी भी देखा है बच्चे को कंप्लेन करते हुए, मैं अच्छा नहीं दिखता, मैं नाटा हूँ, आई एम शॉर्ट, I don't look nice, I'm dark, I'm fat. Have you seen a baby ever complaining about its thigh? You know, उसके thighs कितने मोटे हैं? Does the baby compare that I have such fat thighs? The baby simply loves itself. और बाद में किसी ने उसको बोला, बेटा तू तो मोटा है, तू तो नाटा है, तू काला है, तू you know you're very short, you're like this, you're like that. कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे को ये फील होने लगा कि I am not so good. Now all of this was not done with intention, it was done unintentionally. And that is why we need to be so careful in what are we speaking, what are the actions we are doing in front of the baby, and you know what are we experiencing, because baby वो सब कुछ experience करता है. Because I said the baby learns in 3 ways, right? एक तो सुन के, देख के और महसूस करके. तो अगर छोटा सा बच्चा आपको देख रहा है कि आप डरे हुए हो, तो उसको भी डर लग जाता है. अगर वो देखता है कि आप एकदम कोई भी सिचुएशन में यू आर एब्सोल्युटली ब्रेव, तो बच्चा वो सीख जाता है. आपने बोला कि बेटा झूठ मत बोलो, यू शुड नेवर लाई, लेकिन किसी का फ़ोन आया तो आप उसको बोलते हो कि बेटा उसको बोल दो कि पापा घर पे नहीं है या मम्मी घर पे नहीं है. सो नाउ उसको कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो गया. उसको एक कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो गया कि सच क्या है, झूठ बोलना चाहिए कि नहीं बोलना चाहिए, या सच बोलना चाहिए कि नहीं बोलना चाहिए. सो समवेयर अलोंग द पाथ द बेबी गॉट प्रोग्राम्ड इनकरेक्टली. and it caught all of our insecurities, and whatever we had was all caught by the baby. Remember, बच्चे को जो हम बोलते हैं उससे ज़्यादा वो देख के सीखता है. If we want the children not to pick up the cell phone, then are we doing the same? Because we want to keep the cell phone full day with us, and then we want to tell the baby that you should not take the cell phone. हमको टीवी देखना है और हम कहते हैं टीवी मत देखो. So don't you think that all of these patterns are caught through us only? And that is why we are completely responsible. तो हमें mindful होना, that is where the solution about being a mindful parent comes. What is the meaning of mindful? The meaning of mindful parenting is you are very careful of what you are saying to the child, because whatever you are saying to the child is going into the subconscious mind of the child. हमने जहाँ पे conscious mind, subconscious mind की बातें की, didn't we say that when the child is very young, it doesn't have any logic, it has no watchman, it doesn't have any ability to stop the command from going inside. So whatever is told to the baby goes into the subconscious mind of the baby. And all of this, yeah, absolutely, monkey see, monkey do. तो सारे patterns वो पकड़ लेता है. And those things become the programs for life. So the children are programmed in the childhood. So programming the child is from 0 to 8 years. And that is why these years are called the formative years of the child. ये उम्र में अगर आपने बच्चे को सिर्फ प्यार दिया, प्यार, attention, appreciation, making the child feel good, confident, then you see a child which has strong self-image. उसी उम्र में 0 to 8 years अगर कोई भी गड़बड़ हो गई in terms of programming, कंपैरिजन हो गया, डांट दिया ज़्यादा, हम अपने गुस्से में, स्ट्रेस में हमने उसके ऊपर निकाल दिया, all of this is having an impact on the child. And that is why mindful parenting is so critical. We have to be mindful in what we are doing in front of the child. Okay? Yes, Nikhil says, very useful session because I have a 6-month-old infant and it's never too early to start. Absolutely, 6 months is just beginning. So this little baby you can program the way you want it. इमेजिन एक कंप्यूटर को प्रोग्राम करके हम इतना रिजल्ट निकाल सकते हैं, तो एक छोटे से बेबी को कितना ज़बरदस्त प्रोग्राम कर सकते हो आप. सो व्हाट इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, व्हाट एम आई सेइंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द चाइल्ड, बिकॉज वट एवर आई एम सेइंग द चाइल्ड विल कैच एज अ बिलीफ सिस्टम, दैट बिकम्स अ बिलीफ सिस्टम फॉर द चाइल्ड. सो इफ़ यू से बारिश में जाओगे तो सर्दी हो जाएगी, पकड़ लेगा उसको कमांड को. आइसक्रीम खाएगा तो बीमार पड़ जाएगा. किसी की बात मत सुनना, सब लोग गलत होते हैं, किसी का विश्वास मत करना. या सो ऑल दिस programs about health, programs about relationships, programs about money, programs about self, everything is caught in childhood. And the most critical years of the baby is 0 to 8 years. Yeah, Sureshji, thank you. I know your baby is 3.5 years. Awesome timing. Now that doesn't mean कि जिसका बच्चा 8 साल के ऊपर हो गया उसको कुछ नहीं हो सकता. No, we are not saying that. All we are saying is that if you have a little infant in your house, then you need to be very mindful of what you're doing. If you are fighting with your spouse in front of the child, it's not leaving a good impression for the child. कहीं ना कहीं you are leaving an impression that either marriages don't work, or because of small reasons we are fighting. The child can pick up any program. So what is the meaning of mindful parenting? Mindful parenting means being aware from moment to moment on what are you thinking, what are you saying, what are you seeing in your mind, and what are you doing, and how are you feeling. If you are always stressed in front of your child, trust me, when your child grows up, the child will be stressed. Because the child learned that in every situation you need to be stressed. But if you are a parent who is always happy, always joyful, always appreciative, always grateful, the child is going to pick up these qualities automatically. Monkey see, monkey do. कोई बड़ा चीज़ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Okay? So I am going to share with you a few things, few tips for parents in order to make sure that your babies grow up to be wonderful human beings and they're the way you want. Okay, you want them to be happy, you want them to be successful. This is every parent's dream, that the child is successful, happy, peaceful, prosperous, and also living its highest potential. बच्चे की जो full potential है वो उसको इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए. That is every parent's dream, right? So the first principle we need to follow, which we talked about a couple of days back, and that is taking 100. अगर आपका बच्चा आपकी सुनता नहीं है तो सबसे पहले अपने आप से पूछो कि मैंने ऐसा क्या किया जिसकी वजह से मेरा बच्चा मेरी सुनता नहीं है. दैट इज टेकिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. यू नॉट ब्लेमिंग योर चाइल्ड दैट बच्चे की वजह से हो रहा है, उसने वो किया. यू आर टेकिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फर्स्ट. व्हेन यू टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देन यू विल डू समथिंग टू चेंज. इफ यू डोंट टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी यू आर गोइंग टू कीप ब्लेमिंग. Whereas we said that we need to give up 3 things in life completely: blaming, complaining, and justifying. Remember, we talked about 3 things that you need to give up. Yeah, blaming, complaining, and justifying. Permanently give up and take complete charge that you are the parent and you are responsible. So जब आप वो करोगे तो you will do something to make sure that your child is absolutely happy, peaceful, and all of that. And that means you're going to be very, very mindful in front of the child. Okay, whatever you are is going to, in fact, you see your, whatever are the shortcomings or things which are missing in us, you will see in the child also. Okay, so how do we do that? The solution is to become a mindful parent. Okay, and I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can do this. One of the best ways I feel, because we talked about the theory of vibrations, remember? We said this entire universe is energy and everything is vibrations. तो हम खुद भी एक vibration है, right? And whatever vibrations we are giving out, people can sense it. अगर हमारी vibration powerful है तो लोग उसको महसूस कर पाते हैं. तो हमारी vibration हमारा बच्चा भी तो महसूस करता है. And the child is also watching us. So a couple of things that we can do, because there are lots of young parents here, and Nishad says good to learn now because he's not yet married, so he's going to take understand this even before becoming a parent. Okay, absolutely. So the first thing, be a role model to your parents, to your child. Okay, it is like walk the talk. Yes, Sanjeev ji is saying, whom to complain for this COVID-19 pandemic, China or the rest of the world or ourselves? Actually, it is humanity at large. It is not any individual. When something is done wrong with Mother Nature will always come back in some way or the other. So there is enough that we as humanity, now we cannot pinpoint on a particular person or country or whatever. At the end of the day, we have not done something good to Mother Nature, and it is going to come back. What we give out is what we get back. So even in the current pandemic, we need to take responsibility collectively. This is not an individual responsibility. This is a collective responsibility, that there is something that we have not. Otherwise, this would never happen. Things never happen without a reason. It is always karmas which bring things. So it's our own karmas which has brought this thing. So and we need to make sure we solve the problem, take it in our stride rather than blame, complain, and justify. Okay, that's only my view, right? So the first step is to lead by example. If you want your child to be courageous, if you want your child to be honest, if you want your child to be compassionate, if you want your child to be loving, then you need to be that first. हमें खुद वो बनना पड़ेगा. Okay, so follow being a role model. Do exactly what you want your child to be, especially in the presence of the child. Like if you're away from the child and something happens and you had a fight or something, that's different. But at least in front of your child, you have to be what you want your child to be, because your child is very keenly observing. Remember, the child catches every single program from the mother and the father, because those are the two people who the child considers to be God. बच्चे के लिए माता पिता God होते, God, and whatever God says is agreed. Okay, so basically we need to be a role model. So first write down the qualities that you want from your child, and then look at how can I incorporate these qualities in my own life. Everything that you want, write it down. If you want that your child is not hooked up to technology, then make sure that you are not hooked up to technology, that you are not hooked up to the phone, that there are certain guidelines and rules that we are following in the home. कि एक टाइम के बाद no cell phones, no touching cell phones, no watching TV. There has to be certain guidelines and rules in the house. Okay, so once that is set up, then nobody touches, come what may. And if you touch it, you should do it in absence of the child, not in the presence of the child, because then you're not setting a good example. Okay, so the first thing is be a role model. Okay, the second thing you do is, parents have to make a lot of sacrifices for children. You know, sometimes moms have to leave their jobs, and for a couple of years they're not able to work because of the child. And that is why sometimes, you know, moms, because they had a full-fledged career, they start feeling frustrated, they feel unhappy about that. And that is not going good in the child of the eyes, because the child feels that, you know, my mom is suffering because of me. It's not a very good feeling to be in. So even if we are making sacrifices, see, when we have decided to be a parent, then we need to be a full, you know, we need to take charge and we need to take responsibility. So if we have become a parent, then take up the sacrifices happily, because it is part of the job to take up the sacrifices. Anyway, then why not do it happily? उसको अगर गुस्से या फ्रस्ट्रेशन से करेंगे तो कोई फ़ायदा ही नहीं है, तो उसका तो बच्चे पे अच्छा असर नहीं होगा. So whatever sacrifices we are doing, take them in your stride. Be happy with what decisions you've taken, right? It's not the baby's fault. So once we've decided that we have a baby, then we need to be happy in the presence of baby, in spite of all the sacrifices we've made. Okay? We also need to be very tolerant, because when little babies are, you know, रात को the baby will wake you up in the middle of the night. 2 बजे रोएगा, 4 बजे रोएगा, आपको सोने नहीं देगा, दिनों तक सोने नहीं मिलेगा, पापा भी जागेंगे, मम्मी भी जागेंगे, दिन भर काम करना है. There is so much to do, and in spite of that, you have to take care of the baby. Now, in spite of all of these things that you have to tolerate, you have to be very, very patient. You have to be very tolerant. You can't afford to be angry in front of the child just because the child got up in the middle of the night. All this is expected. This is going to happen. And there are only two choices there. Anyways, it's happening, right? So the choice is, why not choose a positive response than a negative response? So be tolerant in all the sacrifices you are making, and all the, you know, whims and fancies of the child. कभी कभी बच्चा भागेगा, खाना खाने बैठे हो तो खाना नहीं खाएगा, मुंह में डालोगे तो मुंह में से निकाल देगा. All of these moments of life with the baby can be really enjoyed. हर moment को enjoy कर सकते हैं, rather than taking it as stress, taking it as tension. सुनता ही नहीं है, करता ही नहीं है, भागते रहता है, बहुत मस्ती खोर है. Now the moment you keep telling the baby, ना मेरा बेटा बहुत मस्ती करता है, मेरा बेटा बहुत मस्ती करता है, if you keep on saying this, you are actually programming the child that my child is very mischievous. And sometimes parents say this to the other people also, in front of the child, that too. मेरा child बहुत मस्ती करता है, बहुत मस्ती करता है. Now that program is going into the subconscious mind of the child, that I am very mischievous. Now the poor child has to prove that you are very mischievous, that I am very mischievous. Okay, so that is where mindfulness comes in. And what are we really saying in front of the child? Every word that you are speaking is going into the subconscious mind of the child. So we need to be so attentive of what are we saying in front of the child. Okay. The next tip is that we need to become who we want the child to be. Right? It's the Mahatma Gandhi principle. What Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change that you wish to see in the world. So if you want to develop a certain character, you be happy, then that's what we need to do. So there are certain practices that we talked over, the last few days. For parents, it is very critical to practice these things. I'm going to tell you a few things that the parents can practice. So they are themselves happy. And when parents are happy, trust me, your children will be extremely happy in their life. Because the child wants the parents to be happy. When the parents are under tension, they are under stress, they are under fear, the baby is scared. Oh my God, what's happening to my parents? I hope they're safe. I hope nothing is wrong with them. So even in the current COVID-19 situation or the coronavirus situation, it all depends on, are we stressed? If we are stressed, the baby is watching us, and baby or the young child is watching us, and we are constantly discussing what's going to happen to this world, what's going to happen, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, ऐसा हो जाएगा, वैसा हो जाएगा. So then the baby is also getting scared. वो तो छोटा है, उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, लेकिन उसको डर लग रहा है. And those fear emotions are getting stuck in the system. Now while, like we already talked for so many days, while definitely it's a concern, but we can still choose to be calm and peaceful in the current situation as well. Remember the formula E plus R equals to O. That E is the event is not in our control, but response definitely is in our control. तो चाहे कितनी भी बुरी situation हो, howsoever difficult the situation may be, we can still choose to be calm and peaceful. Now there are a certain number of practices that I would definitely like young parents to do, especially the young parents, and this applies even for the parents who have older children, to become a mindful parent. So the goal is to become a mindful parent. The question is, how do I become a mindful parent? Okay. So first thing is to practice gratitude every day. Now when you are practicing gratitude, that means I told you how to practice. Remember, I told you that take a nice little notebook, call it your gratitude journal, and every single day you're going to spend about 7 to 10 minutes writing gratitude, writing, thank you God for this, thank you God for this. Now when you start expressing gratitude, you will generally be happy in your life. You'll never keep saying मेरे पास ये नहीं है, मेरे पास वो नहीं है, उसके पास है, मेरे पास ये नहीं है. So that whole thing about gratefulness will also go into your child. क्योंकि अगर आप प्रैक्टिस बच्चे को बिठाते हो तो वो भी प्रैक्टिस करेगा, और धीरे 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 उसको हर चीज़ की वैल्यू होगी, उसको हर चीज़ के लिए ग्रेटफुलनेस होगा, ग्रैटिट्यूड होगा. चाइल्ड विल नेवर कंप्लेन इन हिज लाइफ और हर लाइफ. नाउअडेज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ पेरेंट्स आर कि बच्चे को कुछ देते, कुछ दिनों के लिए यूज़ करता है, उसके बाद उसको फेंक देता है, बोलता है अभी इसको मुझे इसमें इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, अभी कुछ और दिला दो, बाय मी समथिंग एल्स. And the child always has these whims and fancies. This is because somewhere the feeling of gratitude is not there. Somewhere it is missing. They're taking things for granted. So we need to practice gratitude. Teach them how to practice gratitude. Even if you are saying thank you God, you teach them how to say thank you. Thank you God for what you have given me. Thank you God for my parents. Thank you God. So first is practice gratitude every single day. Every single day. When you are grateful, you will be happy, and that happiness will transfer into your child. Okay. The second thing is, make sure that you are treating your spouse with a lot of respect in front of the child. Now obviously it doesn't mean that behind your child you treat your spouse differently, but if you are treating your child with respect in front of the child will learn how to respect people, how not to disrespect, and the child will feel safe and secure. Because if the fights are going on between the parents, then the child feels insecure. The child feels कि मेरा क्या होगा, what's going to happen to me when I grow up, or what if my parents separate, or what if something goes wrong between my parents. So that insecurity kind of creeps into the child, and that is why it is very important to make sure that in front of the child at least you're not fighting, you're not saying things which are derogatory remarks. All those things are not helpful to the child at all. Okay. Third is practice appreciation. Appreciation is something which is amazing. So when the child makes a mistake, you have to point out the mistake, because you want to make sure the child is following certain guidelines, all of that. But when the child is doing something good, appreciate the child more. So I call it catching the person at the right time. अगर इंसान को राइट टाइम पे पकड़ोगे और उसको अप्रिशिएट करोगे तो उसको अच्छा लगेगा. द चाइल्ड गेट्स मोटिवेटेड. द चाइल्ड फील्स दैट आई एम एबल टू डू समथिंग इन माई लाइफ. So the confidence of the child rises. The child feels that my parents love me, they appreciate me. That means I am wanted in this house. I have some meaning in this house. People respect me, people love me, I am lovable. So when these components combine, I'm capable, I'm lovable, I'm good, and I deserve good things in my life, then the child will always be happy. Okay, the child will develop a strong self-esteem, and the self-esteem will develop into confidence, and the child will deliver results in life. कहीं ना कहीं अगर बच्चे को ये लगता है कि मैं अच्छा नहीं हूँ, मैं capable नहीं हूँ, I'm not capable, because sometimes children try to do something and we say stupid, don't do all this useless stuff, don't do all this right now, ये सब खराब कर दिया तूने, ऐसा कर दिया, वैसा कर दिया. Now at that time, we are probably angry with somebody else and we took out the anger on the child, but it hits the confidence directly when you say like this, stupid, don't do this, you're so dumb, don't speak in between. Even if the child is speaking in between, there is a very polite way to tell the child, don't do this beta, you should not talk when adults are talking, rather than just shouting at the child and making a remark like that, because that hits the confidence. Sometimes I have seen parents telling the child, जा मैं तुझसे बात नहीं करूँगा, I won't talk to you for 2 days. Mama, you don't deserve this. Mama doesn't love you. Papa doesn't love you. Now when you make comments like this, the child feels that I am not loved. My parents don't love me. And the child is running behind the parents, Papa, please listen to me. Please talk to me. Mummy, please talk to me. The child is behind, but the mother or the father says, no, I won't talk to you. Go. You don't deserve it. So somewhere the child feels that I am not lovable. I don't deserve good things in my life. Okay. So what I am trying to say is that again comes to the same point. Be mindful. What are you doing in front of your child? What are you saying in front of your child? Okay. So practice appreciation. Fourth practice that I would like to suggest is to love unconditionally. Yeah, Mona, it's sad, but we just need to learn. Okay, learn out of what I'm saying. And I don't want any parents to feel guilty. Okay, so for now, if I'm telling you something, it doesn't mean that you should feel guilty. Oh, I should not have done this to my child. ये बहुत गलत किया मैंने. No, all of these lessons are not for you to feel guilty. It is for us to understand that maybe if I would have done this way, I would have, probably got a different result. But that doesn't mean things are bad, because at every moment we all need to remember that every moment whatever we do, we always try to do our best on what we know at that point of time. So if we knew better, we would have done better. तो उस समय भी आपको जितना पता था उस हिसाब से आपने किया, तो आपको गिल्टी फील होना या सैड फील होना वो ज़रूरी नहीं है, लेकिन नई चीज़ को सीख के उसको देखना है कि कैसे उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करें. ओके, great. So the next point is love unconditionally. Okay, the child should never feel that there is conditional love. If you do your homework, then I love you. If you don't do your homework, I don't love you. If you do this right, I love you. If you don't do this right, I don't love you. Okay, so that signal should never go to the child. Otherwise, again, there is this distancing that happens. Okay, the child doesn't feel good when we are saying that it is all conditional. करेगा तो अच्छा, नहीं करेगा तो नहीं अच्छा. So loving unconditionally is very important, and I think that begins first with loving yourself, because when you love yourself, you will love others also unconditionally. So I think loving others comes more from loving yourself. So if somewhere deep down, if you feel that you are not able to give your love properly or something, check your own relationship with yourself. How is your relationship with yourself? If you don't like yourself, then you will see the reflection everywhere. You see the reflection in your spouse, you will see it in your children, you will see everywhere. So अगर खुद का programming खुद के लिए ठीक नहीं है, if somewhere deep down, if you don't like yourself for whatever reason, then that needs to change first. You need to love yourself unconditionally first before you are loving, you can love other people. So start loving unconditionally. Okay. So one of the exercises that I generally teach people, and I don't know whether I've taught this earlier in the 18 days, is mirror work. Mirror work is an activity which Louis Hay had taught us. One of my colleagues here is Vinaya. She and I did this class together. One of the disciples of Louis Hay. And Louis Hay actually taught that, if people learn how to do only one thing in their lives, then all the problems in their life would vanish, and that is learning how to love themselves unconditionally. Okay, she taught an exercise which was called mirror work. So she said, look into the mirror, look into your eyes, and with a very deep sense of appreciation for yourself, tell yourself that I really, really love you. Okay, so this is called mirror work. Do this at least twice a day. Look into your eyes, and with a deep sense of appreciation for yourself, knowing that you've always tried to do your best in every situation of life. Every situation of life, you've always done your best. Okay, so there is no reason to feel guilty, there is no reason to feel low. You should always love yourself, and when you love yourself, you will see that you will be able to love your baby also that much. You will be able to love other people also that much. Okay, so mirror work is a very, very powerful exercise. So simply looking into your eyes and deeply appreciating yourself for what you are doing. You're already, even today, you're trying to do your best, right? Based on what you know at this point of time. जैसे जैसे आपको ज़्यादा पता होगा वैसे वैसे आप अलग करोगे. So never feel guilty in your life, okay? Always learn from your mistakes and move forward. The next thing is give hugs. Give hugs. Hugs are very, very important, and they're very, very powerful. So it has been scientifically proven that when you give hugs, the brain generates happy chemicals. Right? The brain generates happy chemicals. And so give your hugs, give your children hugs, give your spouse hug in the front of your children. Make children comfortable in giving hugs. Okay? There was one of the greatest family psychotherapists. Her name was Virginia Satir. She said, she had done some research, and she said that if human beings need to live a wonderful life, they need to give at least 12 hugs a day. Minimum 12 hugs a day. That is how a human being can live a fantastic life. If you want to just survive, if you want to just maintain yourself, don't go down, don't go up, then you need at least 8 hugs a day. And if you want to even just survive, you need 4 hugs a day. Now imagine how many hugs do we give on a day? Especially with the coronavirus, we're running away from people, right? But at least you can give hugs to your family members. Start with your family members and then offer hugs to as many people as you want. Okay? How many hugs? 12 hugs is for living an awesome life, 8 hugs is for maintenance, and 4 hugs is for survival. So give hugs in your family. Hug your baby, hug your spouse. When there's lots of hugs, there's a feeling of love. There's a very fantastic bonding that happens when there is a hug. Okay, and remember, the hug should not be only just for the sake of doing. It has to be at least for 5 seconds. Left shoulder to left shoulder. Okay, left shoulder to left shoulder. That's how the hugs to be done, because there's a heart-to-heart connection that happens. And there's a very powerful vibration, okay, when you do give hugs. We're going to take a few more minutes and then we'll do meditation. Do more of what you love doing. So while you are with your baby, do more of what you love doing. So there are certain things that you may love to do, right? So make a list of at least 20 things that you love to do. At least 20 things. Go to the movie, talk to your friend, sing a song, play the guitar, cook, do knitting work, do painting. Make a list of 20 things and do these things more often. Take a walk. When you do more of these things, you feel so good. And when you feel good, your vibration will be high. And your baby can sense your vibration and your baby will also be happy. So खुद का ध्यान रखना ज़रूरी है. खुद के लिए कुछ करना ज़रूरी है. Make sure you take care of yourself by doing things that you love to do. Okay? And when you do more of what you love to do, you will automatically be able to do better with your child. You won't feel frustrated that, I am not able to do anything more myself. छोटी छोटी चीज़ें तो हम कर सकते हैं ना. भले बच्चा कितना भी छोटा हो, you can always do small things for yourself. And remember one thing, self-care is not selfishness. Okay, this is a very important statement to understand. Self-care is not selfishness. जब हम खुद का ध्यान रखते हैं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम selfish हो गए. There's a very wrong belief system that is created sometimes in childhood, that do it for others. don't do for only yourself. Are you selfish? So somewhere our programming is what you should do things for others. Now you must do for others. I'm not saying no. But that doesn't mean that you should not do for yourself. Doing for others and doing for self is equally important. And when you do things for others, in fact, when you do things for yourself, you will actually be able to do more for others, and you'll be able to serve other people without frustration and without getting tired and without getting empty. So do things for yourself. Do love more of what you love to do. The next is forgive and seek forgiveness. We already talked a lot on forgiveness. So don't hold grudges in your mind, because when you hold grudges, your vibration goes down, and when your vibration goes down, it will affect other people. It will affect the child. Okay? So don't hold grudges in your mind. Forgive, seek forgiveness, and empty the accounting every single day before you go on to the next day. Or when you start your day, finish up everything that happened prior to that day, and you will see that, you will be awesome. Right? Great. Joy is saying that hugging is very powerful and it really connects with our subordinates, parents and loved ones. So he said, I learned. Now Joy is doing more of hugging. Very good. Awesome, Joy. Very good. And the last is meditate. So do meditation. Okay, so these are the practices that I wish that parents follow. When they do these things, they will become more mindful and they will be careful in what they're doing in front of their children. And as a result, they'll be able to raise happy, healthy children. You really don't need to do very expensive stuff all the time. Buying expensive clothes, buying expensive toys, taking them out in, big cars. All that is fine. God has given you, you must use it. I'm not saying no. But that is not what is creating the character of the child. That is not what is building the child that you want. What will build the child is you. And once you are mindful, then you will automatically make your child a wonderful human being. Okay? So thank you so much for listening and being here on this session. I hope this is useful to young parents. And in short, do all the rituals. Absolutely. When you do the rituals, you will see that you are automatically able to be good in front of your children, and children will automatically change. You don't really have to put too much effort. Okay? Thank you so much. How is everybody feeling? Before we go into meditation, how is everybody feeling? Feeling good? Okay, Suresh says, very useful information, sir. I salute you with full of respect. Thank you, Suresh. It's my honor and my pleasure. Thank you so much. Padma says, great. Kanchan says, very good. Thank you very much, guys, for all your love and support. So I'd like to just mention a few things before we go into meditation. Like I mentioned in the beginning, we have launched our first online Millionaire Mind workshop. This is the first time we're doing it online, and it is happening on 16th, 17th, 18th and 19th. A lot of people yesterday from this group had indicated that you want to do the workshop. My team will get in touch with you, and this is an opportunity not to miss, because I will make sure that you change your financial blueprint, and you will be able to create a very powerful blueprint to bring more abundance into your life. Okay? And we're going to do one more Mind Power session after that week. So we're going to have 2 back-to-back programs. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll do the Millionaire Mind. And the next Thursday, Friday, that is 23rd, 24th, 25th and 26th, we will do another Mind Power program online. Okay? So hope to see some of you. Already a lot of you have joined the workshops. I hope to see more of you people. Okay? So thank you so much. And let's do a quick meditation. It's already quite late. So we'll do a quick meditation. And then we'll end the session. Okay? So thank you so much before we get into meditation. Okay, everybody, gently close your eyes. Sit in the relaxation position. Make sure your back is well rested, spine is straight, hands and legs are not crossed. Gently close your eyes and start taking deep, long breaths. And as you start taking deep, long breaths, you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper into relaxation. With every inhale, you take in love, joy, peace, and serenity. And with every exhale, you let go of all the tensions, all the worries, and all the stresses from your system. Now, you can visualize a beautiful wave of relaxation passing all through your body, through every single cell of your body, and you can feel that your entire body is now completely relaxed. Feel that the wave of relaxation is passing through all the 50 trillion cells of your body and making your body completely calm and peaceful, completely relaxed. Now, in order to relax the mind to a deeper level, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And at the count of 1, you will reach one of the deepest levels of your subconscious mind. So starting with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have now reached one of the deepest levels of your subconscious mind. You may now transport yourself to one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. अपने आप को एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत जगह में ट्रांसपोर्ट कर लीजिए. And as you transport yourself to this beautiful place, your mind becomes more and more relaxed. Feel the beautiful sunlight, the warmth of the sunlight, the cool breeze, the birds chirping in the sky, the fragrance of the flowers, the sound of the waterfall. And as you experience all of these beautiful things, a beautiful place, your mind becomes more and more peaceful. You are now in the alpha state of mind. The alpha state of mind is a highly beneficial state of mind. Whatever you visualize and affirm in this state of mind comes to physical reality in your life. So now you can see that your own God is there in the garden, in that beautiful place where you are. And you're very grateful to God for whatever blessings He has given you. So you're expressing your gratitude to God for this day, for this life. Thank you, God, for my body and my mind, through which I can experience the world and achieve my goals. Thank you, God, for all the wonderful people in my life, my parents, teachers, my family, and all the other people in my life. So I'm truly grateful for everybody who comes into my life, because I know that every single person coming into my life is for a reason. Thank you, God, for all the abundance in my life, starting with the food, water, air, clothes, the home that I live in, my car, my office, my colleagues, everything. I'm just grateful for all the blessings in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're very deeply in great gratitude for God, thanking God for whatever blessings He has given us. And now, knowing that whatever is happening in our current life is a result of our past actions and past karmas. You are telling God that, dear God, please forgive me if I have hurt anybody or if I have hurt Mother Nature directly, indirectly, knowingly, unknowingly in this life, or if any of my past lives, if I have hurt anybody or if I have hurt Mother Nature, please, please forgive me. So you can visualize God that He is very graceful, He is full of mercy. So He is sending a beautiful white divine light which is covering the entire planet, covering all the 7 billion people. And you can see all the 7 billion people are completely healed. And you can also see all the coronavirus, wherever it is on the planet, is getting dissolved in this beautiful white shining healing light and merges with this light and is no longer existent, completely gone. And you can also see God's light covering the entire planet. And you can feel that the planet is now completely safe and divinely protected. All the 7 billion people are safe and divinely protected. So very thankful and grateful to God for the same. You are also feeling safe and divinely protected. Now let us send out our love and appreciation and deep gratitude for all those people who are working day and night, जो दिन रात काम कर रहे हैं हमारे लिए, and making sure that all the patients are being served. They're working very hard. The doctors, the nurses, the testing people, all the paramedical staff, all the other support staff, and all the other people who are managing the whole various countries, the people, the police on the road, all the people who are supplying the basic essentials. Please send them your love, your healing, and your blessings, and your gratitude and your thankfulness to all of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful. Now also send your healing energy to all those people who are currently suffering from the coronavirus or any other suffering for that matter. Send out your healing energy and see that all those people are completely healed. Also send this beautiful healing light to those people whose loved ones have passed away or who have lost their loved ones in this pandemic, and visualize that this beautiful divine light from God is also healing them, and from you it is also healing them. Wonderful. Now, since we have expressed gratitude, appreciation, done the forgiveness, it's time to program one of our most important goals. So now, visualize in your mind that your most important goal, whatever the goal is, has become true and your goal has been achieved, and you can see it right now, that your goal is being achieved right now. Visualize that your goal is achieved and you're right now in the process, and you can see people congratulating you, you can hear them, you can feel their handshakes, and you feel very happy because you've achieved your major goal, the most important goal. You're extremely happy that you've achieved your goal. And you're telling God, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, God, for making this happen. And now finally, we're going to visualize that our world is coming back to normal. So visualize yourself to be just getting up in the morning, you're on your bed, You can feel the mattress, you can feel the soft pillow under your head, and you've just gotten up, your eyes are open, you can take a look outside the window, and you see that it's already daytime. You're feeling fresh. You get up from your bed. In the meanwhile, the doorbell rings, and you go to the door, open the door, you see the newspaper wala, and you're amazed because you've not seen him for so many days. So you thank him for giving the newspaper. And when you read the headlines, your joy has no bounds. The headline says, finally, the world is back to normal. Coronavirus is completely gone. And looking at all the statistics and the numbers and the vaccines and everything is there in that article, you're extremely joyful that, wow, it is finally achieved, that our world is now back to normal. So you tell this news to your family members, they are also very, very happy. And you can see them, you look at their faces, and you notice that in spite of all the difficulties, you've been able to pass all those difficulties, cross all those difficulties today. Your family is fit and healthy, and you've made it. So you're very thankful to God that you were able to sail through these challenging times and still be absolutely fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you can hear that everybody in your residential complex or your community, people around you, they all come to know about this news, and that is why there are bells and whistles and lots of sounds. Everybody is celebrating in their houses that Corona is gone. So now you're getting ready to go to office because this is the first day after the lockdown. Very excited to go out. And as you go out and meet many people, you feel that there is a difference in the people, there is a difference in the vibration. You can feel that the children are the people are very joyful, happy, more compassionate, want to help one another. So you see a distinct change in all the people that you meet. No longer complaining, all of them taking responsibility. And you see there is gratitude for everything because they finally realize the value of everything in life. They're not taking anything for granted anymore. So you're very happy with looking at the new world and you're thankful to God. You look up in the sky and say, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, God, for helping us go through these difficult times and creating such an amazing, wonderful new world where all the people are more loving, caring, helping one another, compassionate. And you're very thankful to God for this wonderful new world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to count up from 1 to 10. And at the count of 10, when you open your eyes, you will be wide awake, fully alert, in perfect health, feeling calm, go to sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming out slowly, 5, 6. At the count of 10, when you open your eyes, you will be completely calm, peaceful, and ready to go to sleep, deeply relaxed. 7, 8, 9. You please rub your hands together, rub your palms together, put them on your eyes, and 10. You may now slowly take your hands off your eyes, and whenever you're ready, you may slowly and gently open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, you're feeling fresh, feeling deeply relaxed, calm and peaceful, and completely ready to take a beautiful night's sleep like a little baby. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you all. How was the session today? Did you like it? I know we had a little disruption because of the internet connection, but I think after that, hopefully it went well. So thank you to each one of you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you for the next 2 days. Deepak ji saying wonderful. Triveni is saying good night. Good night, Triveni. Yes, Deepak says I'm so grateful. Joy says thank you. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to seeing you. We have 2 more days to go. And then we have these workshops coming up. So if you wish to join us, you can call Shaista, which is there on the call today. And her number is 9619393748. I'll repeat, it's 9619393748. Thank you, Mona ji. Thank you, Padma ji. Thank you, Rajni. Thank you so much. Thank you, Akash. Thank you, Shalu. Wonderful. Thank you, Vinaya. Thank you, Manga. Thank you, Ramesh. Vivek. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I will let you go to sleep now. It is 10 to 11. And see you all tomorrow sharp at 9:30. Okay? So we have 2 more days to go. Please spread the word. Let maximum people take the benefit. Let's see what we are going to cover tomorrow. And just think of the topic and then we'll cover it tomorrow. Okay? Okay. All the best. Thank you so much.